Welcome back, everybody. I've still not gotten all my chests sorted from over there. That's going to take a lot longer than I thought. But since this side is done, now we need to work over here. So this is going to be the little library enchanting area. And then we'll have this nice hallway going all the way back down here to our main area, with the nice retro 1970s orange shag carpeting. Like I said, I've not gotten any of these chests, really. I think I've cleared out 4 or 5 chests. There's a lot more. Some of these I could probably figure a way to sort, which I may do that for some of them. Yeah, actually, I just thought of that. Maybe I could, yeah, put a little hopper chain or whatever to run it back into the sorting system over here. Wouldn't be pretty, it'd be temporary. But, oh, that's a long ways to go. I guess I would have to go back down this way. Yeah, I'd have to run it back. Maybe if I run the hopper back down this way. And then into a little item dropper system. It kicks it into this flow. And then it would automatically sort it into those chests, but mainly put it in to the bows and arrows, because I've got a lot of bows and arrows. And running back and forth just to do the boots. I've just been doing leggings and boots, and that is a pain. That can't be auto sorted, but I could do it for these, you know, massive chests I have of bows. These are all like completed bows and stuff. Those would be just put a hopper underneath it and could shoot it off into the distance. So I may actually try that as a temporary measure. But just to get started today, so I won't do that on camera. We have this kind of miscellaneous storage room here, which I have an idea for how this may work too. But I need to get out of my, what is in here? Oh, bows. Yeah. See, I've got these chests sticking out the way in the hallway. So I need to put the hallway down here, so I'm going to have to move these chests. And initially, my thought was I would just sort of cram everything back in here. I did notice I've still got a dirt roof in here, which is not good. But then I got to thinking, why limit myself to just this area? I think what I may do now is go back this way. Carve out a room here. I think I've got... So right here is my drop chamber that goes all the way down the bedrock. Oops. But I think... Oh, did I not bring my shovel? Well, I didn't. Oh, well. I did bring those at least. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got plenty of room. So I may actually be able, if I clear this out. So I may clear this out and push this back. You know, back this way. Yeah, if I push it back this way, this looks like I'm going to have plenty of room here. So I could make a nice tall sorting area here, or not, storage area here, which would be kind of cool. I may, so probably just leave this part over here open after I get all these chests out of here. I don't think, maybe not need to go back there, but just start over here, because this would be plenty big if I went all the way down this way. And then my other thought was, since I already have, you know, I've got everything like sorted out into dies and that kind of stuff here. I don't need the hopper sorting like I got now, but what I could do is use a little copper golem. So if I put like a front here of all the chests, so it looks similar to what it does now over here. So we'd have, a front going along that whole thing, probably 3 high of chests with all this stuff in it. And then have a copper chest at one end that I put everything into. And then behind the scenes there would be a little copper golem that would pick everything out of that copper chest and sort it into all the chests I have here. So I think that might actually be a good idea. Then I wouldn't have to go back so far. Yeah, and I could, if I keep it 3 high, I think they can reach up to 3. I'll have to test that, but I think they can go up to 3. So I could put, a couple chests here, and back here just be an open space. So I would drop everything off into a copper chest here, and then the little golem guy would pick them up and deliver them into the chests over there. I don't know how far he goes. I'm not sure how. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on that. I think either way, I need to clear out this way. So I think this would be fine, even if I had to manually sort everything. This should give me plenty of chests. And I think initially I was going to do like rows like I did over on the other side, where I'd have a row here and we'd have chests along each side. But I've got plenty of room here. So this is this is a really long hallway here. So I could just do, so if I ran the hallway over to here, this is where the room starts here. I think this is going to be a wall going here. Actually, so there'll be a wall here over to, I think that would be a wall. So this would be an entrance into here, and then we have another entrance into here. So you got 2 side-by-side entrances, really. And they're not, because I put a wall in between them, just because I think I like the way that looks. And then here, this could jot out like this. Actually be here. Yeah, and just sort of mimic this at this end. And then right here would be all the chests. And then I'm just going to go back just because I can. We'll just go back all the way over here. That way if I put because this will be a wall on this side. Yeah, so we'd have a wall there. This would be a wall here. We'd have our drop-off chest here. The golem should be able to come over to this side. Actually, I may put the drop-off chest near the middle. If I put the drop-off chest here, I wonder if he'll be able to put the golem behind it. I wonder if they'll be able to pick it up. And I don't think the golems... Can you have 2 golems working out of one chest? I need to look up some stuff. I think it's time to do a little bit of Googling. YouTube Googling. And see what I can find out on golems. Watch a few tutorials. But I guess in the meantime, I can clear all of this out. At least get my chest moved from over there over to here. and then figure out what the floor is. The floor is going to be something different. Actually, this will work nicer here because then I'll have a nice straight shot into there. And I can extend this carpeting over to this area. Because the only thing behind here, what is behind, is my, if I can get through here. Can I actually get there? I can't even get over there. So anyway, the only thing behind there is my nether portal. I've got another portal over there. So actually I think that might look okay. Yeah, once I get, so I'll just clear all this out, just extend this room all the way over this area. Then if I find something else that can go over here, that'd be fine. Otherwise, I'll just leave it nice big open space. Or maybe make a separate room. I've got a room over there. Another bedroom over in this corner. Wouldn't be too bad. Although you have to listen to that. Because I think, well, I do have another room over here, don't I? Can I get through here? Yes, I can. I did leave it. What do I got here? Oh, that's a brewing room. I forgot about that. Hold it. Where'd you come from? I guess I have a worker in the brewing room now. So, oh yeah. So this is my brew. I forgot I had a brewing room. So yeah. So I could do some other room on that other side over there. A plan has been developed. So I think let's clear this out. And then we can start laying things out. I can do a little bit of research on kind of how these copper golems work. I mean, I've not used them really. Most I've used, let's see, the most I've done with them, I have created one of those copper golems in a chest. And over at our, the base we've been working on, my hot springs resort area, hot springs city. I just put it in there in my storage area. And I throw stuff in it, and he goes around and actually finds a place for most things. So it actually works pretty good. It's not very fast, not super, I don't know if it's super efficient. I guess it is efficient because I just have to drop it in a box. And then he does all the work. So that is good. It's like having a house elf or something. You don't have to do any of the work. They do it all for you. But yeah, so you just put it in the chest. He sorts it, puts it in the different chests as he finds things in it. Since I've already got things in these chests, I think that would be good. And then I can have and then there'll be some empty chests where he'll put things in. And then I can figure out if they need to be sorted into something else or not. But I do need to figure out what the mechanics are because I've not really paid attention to them. I didn't figure I'd be using them for their sorting stuff because it didn't seem as efficient or as good as some of the other, like the one we just did, the other techniques where I do the hopper sorter. That's super fast, no attention needed. I don't have to wait because the golems are slow, so everything's like instantly sorted and stuff. So that works out really well. But in this case, I do have I've got all the tiny miscellaneous items. It makes 0 sense to set up like here. I would need what 8, 9 different. Looks like 7 different sorters here. One for the green, the orange, the light gray, white, black. I'd have to have a separate sorting system for each one of these items. Or I could leave it like this and let the golem put them into that chest. So it is actually, I think it's actually going to work pretty good. So I will move on with that. And be back in a minute and tell you what I found out. Well, now that is all cleared out, this should give me plenty of room to do and make some moves. Let's just put in the floor here. So I want to go for kind of a little pattern. I'm going to use end stone for the pattern. Oh, this here, this area over here is access. All I'm going to do is have a door back here someplace. So this is probably going to be all wall. Door there. Yeah, we'll just have a door right there. So we can just fill all this in. And this probably will never be seen except for the access crew. So I can just fill all this. That's good. Oh, and there. There we go. Okay, so let's see. I'll do that. There. There. Just trying to keep the pattern up so I don't forget what it is. Ah, perfect. And this is the end of it right there. I didn't want anything too fancy through here. I thought of using wood, but I think the stone kind of goes with the overall build. This is more of a primitive style here, since it was the very first thing I built. I almost should have used a little more cobblestone in here. But I am putting these planks across just so it looks different. Okay, that's good. Let's get rid of this, this. So over here is where we're going to have our, our chests with the golem. Oh, I did do a little bit of lookup on, oh, am I out of blocks already? On the golem. And I guess they can sort, or at least they can keep track of like 10 chests. So they'll remember what's in 10 different chests, and then they can sort like 3 high. Well, not 3 high. They can do 2 high. But if you do a little trick, they can do 3 chests, because you could have a chest down here, a chest at their foot level, and a chest at their eye level. So what I'm going to have to do is have multiple golems, because I can't have one golem taking care of all of these chests, because I've got like 5 different sets. So they could take care of this set, take care of this set, take care of this one, take care of this one, this one. So what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different golems. So I don't think I'm going to have enough room to go through here. I mean, all the way. We're going to take a look and see. So let's finish this off. Okay, so this will be here. This is going to be set. This is all going to be, I might as well just fill this whole thing in. Now this is all going to be a wall. Well, there, I'm saving blocks. I don't really need to, but these these what are these? Cracked. These cracked are a little tougher to come by. Ah, heck. There. Might as well use them. There. Okay, I think that matches up with that. Once I take that out of there, we can do this. Okay, let me get a few more. Stone. Oh, here. Okay, so let's... Yeah, let me just put this whole thing in here. So I guess the golems do sort things, but they don't sort a lot. At least they don't sort a lot of chests. But you can put multiple items in the chest. So they'll look in their... look in the copper chest, pick out an item, and then they're going to put it in one of the wooden chests that has the similar item. Which is kind of cool, but it is limited, like I said, to they can only memorize 10 chests. Otherwise, they just sort of start wandering around and they're really not doing their job or just not sorting things. So I have... So the copper chest would go here. So this is going to be the drop-off point. And actually, let's do this. So I'm putting a drop-off point here. And I'm raising it up there because I have a plan. It actually needs to go back one. There we go. Yeah, because right here is going to be where the wall starts. So we'll put that one there. Like that. And then, oh, do I want to do that? I'm just wondering if that's going to take up extra space. Let's do this. So I'm going to put... I'm going to put my drop-off chest here. Oh, no, I can't put it there. Dang it. Yeah, I'm going to have to put it over here. So I'm going to have to put that there. This is what I didn't do this ahead of time, so I apologize if it looks a little confusing right now. So that's good there. Do I want to put... I'm going to do this. That is just there because I want it to look good. So there. So this is where the trickery comes in. So I could put a chest here, and a chest there. And then chest here, here. So that's 9. And then we'll have an extra chest. So in between here, we will have that. And then I need... Do I have stairs with me? I do have stairs. I want to put... I'll put stairs here. like this. Oh, I need to get a door. Oh, look, I cleaned out all the chests. Just I got a few more. There's like bones or something over there. Oh, look at all those guys. Look at this. There's more of them than this wall I cleared this wall out and they put it back in. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I already killed one too because he gave me a dirty look. So I had to take care of him. I didn't want to, but that is just how it works. I should have a crafting table. Yes, I got a crafting table in my bedroom. Let's do this. And I need a stick. And I need a piece of cobblestone. Yeah, there we go. I should be able to get a piece of cobblestone from there. And I can make a lever. So we are going to have a door there, and I made it an iron door because golems cannot open iron doors. So there we have this. So I want to fill in this wall here. Is that right? Yeah. Fill in this wall here. Let's do, oh yeah, let's do this. So we're going to do, is that right? No. That's too far forward. I have a plan, so I am actually following a plan, except it's all in my head, just like the voices. So we will figure this out. So if the little golem's standing here, getting items from his chest, which is going to be here, he sorts them into these chests. He's shorter than me, so it doesn't look as good. And then there's going to be another chest. So we'll have chests here like this. This is the next set right there. So what I want is I want it to be right here. I should really probably use slabs, but I don't feel like it. And actually this back wall should be a wall. Actually, let me get rid of this. Yeah, I'll put a wall there on the back side. And then here we're going to have a chest. I'm just going to temporarily make my way through there. Is that right? Yeah, that'll work. I'm hoping this is going to work. That's the idea. So my idea is I'll have a golem in here. I'll put items in here. The little hopper's going to feed them into a chest over here. The iron golem's chest. So he'll look in the chest. He'll sort them. And he'll put them in any of these, which is going to have, they'll be preloaded with the items that need to be sorted. Now, if he doesn't find anything in these chests, he'll put it in this chest because it's going to be empty. Which is fine. So that's working fine. So anything that doesn't get sorted in these 9 should go in here. Now normally it would just clog up this chest, but this chest is going to run into another chest here for this golem, So anything items he puts in here will go into the chest here. So he'll use this chest to populate these chests. Oops, not this one. I really should have brought my my hatchet. So we got these chests here. Like that. So he'll sort through these, put them into any of these items he sees in there, and then if he can't find the proper item for any of these chests, he will put it into another one right here, which will feed into another one. So it will be here. And then we'll go from to here again. And then here. I think this is going to work. And then here. So this should give me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full sets. Oh, if I got rid of this, I could actually go, you know, if I wanted to, I could go for 6 sets and not match up at the other end. Which is, I could do that. That might actually look better if I didn't. So then we would have these 3, and then this would be the final wall. And then there'd be a final chest here that he can sort things into. So ultimately, anything unsorted would go into there. I think that's how that works. So I put an item down at that end, and it would go through, take a long time, but eventually it would end up into any of these chests or into this one. I think that's how, because these chests will be, this chest is going to always be empty, these ones back here. So he's always going to put in the empty chest if he can't find a chest it belongs to. Here, I don't know what he's going to do, because it could be that none of these chests are empty, so maybe he won't even sort anything until I take stuff out of this one. And I have no idea if this is actually going to work or not. I'm just guessing based on the mechanics I see for these guys. But I hope it works. We'll find out. If not, I'll just have to manually... I'll have them back here and I'll just manually be sorting things again. So now I'm just going to finish putting in all the chests here, get everything lined up for the storage system, and then we'll hop into the behind the scenes and add in our golems and stuff.